Hello, my beauties of divine presence. You have reached the oracle of the feather crown tree. We are going to do a little something called the mini throat chakra reading today. This I do every Friday to attune this chakra, and I bring in an extra card for messages from the earth and the higher realms to help evolve this chakra as we much need to. So, like every chakra, I ask a little question, and our question for this is: how can I articulate my honest truth to be a co-creator with the universe? And I'm not sure what messages are going to come through here, but we have a profound amount of visual echoing in these cards. So even if the messages seem incoherent to one another, I do recommend that you meditate on the cards themselves. So our central card is the abysmal. The abysmal represents danger. No matter what direction you turn, there seems to be some difficulty, and it's often too dark to make out just what that difficulty is. Matters are made worse by a persistently increasing deluge of problems that result in your belief that life is unfairly dumping on you. It can feel a bit like being pummeled by an unending torrent with no let-up in sight. There is nothing abstract about the danger, and it's not just a drama or imagination, but the very nature of this time is that you will feel uncommonly uncertain about how to deal with whatever it is. So all the right ingredients are in place to generate fear, confusion, and panic. But whatever circumstances have come together to contribute to the current situation, it is of critical importance not to let your emotions take over. Panic has a way of feeding more panic. Confusion has a way of creating more confusion. And all this together can create a vortex that throws you right away from the very center where you need to be standing in order to cope with the situation at hand. In fact, times of danger always carry the potential to reveal the inner resources and courage that form the foundation of a life well and truly lived. It is courage that allows us to go beyond our learned and habitual modes of behavior and tap into the qualities that transcend the boundaries of the known and familiar. Thankfully, we do not often find ourselves in dangers that are not of our own making. But when they do arise, it is wise to remember the extraordinary opportunities that they bring. It is a time to assume the way of the warrior. Until the danger is past, devote yourself to dealing only with what is essential, giving in to the temptation either to run away or to run blindly into battle without first being centered will only make matters worse and prolong the pain and confusion. Fear, when we are able to observe it dispassionately, is a powerful energy that can be used in the service of focus and centering. The skillful warrior is able to harness this energy to bring sharpness to all his senses and decisiveness to all his actions. Thus, he is able to respond in the moment to what each moment brings. If the way of the warrior seems too harsh for your sensibilities, then try the way of the car, aware and alert, with a subtle certainty that is able to be utterly still and patient while waiting for the right moment, and then springing to life with perfect timing. But whatever the way, it is the crystal clarity of awareness that will enable you to cut through all the distractions and go straight to the core of the danger. Gradually, you will come to see that whether the dangers are internal or external, the best course is to continually return to a place in the center that is not swayed by emotions or prejudices. By weighing all things in the balance, you can develop an impartial and open-minded attitude that will persevere through anything. And from the Earth Star Chakra, we will have a card to represent it from the Power Deck. And it is Wisdom. If you are addicted to the process of becoming, then there are storms on your horizon. If suddenly there is nothing left to become, you are filled with terror. Suddenly, you are face to face with your own empty being. Find the sacred space, a sanctuary of pleasant stillness in your heart. To know that you are truly alone is the first step on the long journey to self-discovery, on the path to power. The final step is to learn that you are already linked with the universe, that you are already part of everything, and you already live in all the lodges of the universe. This is wisdom. And one more card here from the Work Your Light deck. It's for the Universal Chakra, and it is Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. Akasha exists in the fifth dimension, in the library of souls. All soul contracts, history, gifts, lessons, and more exist here. We each have access to this information of the past, present, and future, and can tap into it at any time. While we have free will, there are also points on the timeline in our lives that are predestined or pre-planned. Soul contracts or agreements that were made before incarnating. It could be a company you chose to work for, a relationship you plan to have, or a person you agreed to mentor or help. Whatever it is, now is the divinely guided. Now that it is divinely guided and will not bypass you. If you are waiting for a sign to proceed, this card is it. You are likely living an important part of your soul's journey, and you are exactly where you need to be. This is very exciting indeed. It is a time to call in the support of your helpers, both in the physical realm and the spirit world, to trust the signs coming, to take notes of your dreams, to notice any feelings or visions that you receive. For you're tapping into the wisdom of the Akasha, and you're being given the go-ahead to proceed. Thank you. So that wraps up this little micro reading for today. Tomorrow I will be doing the third eye chakra. I hope that you can join me for it. Stay blessed. Be in peace. You're loved. Take good care.